Death is always tragic, but when it comes to celebrities, the world feels the loss even more deeply. What makes it even more haunting is knowing the details of their final moments, the hours, sometimes even the minutes before everything ended. Today, we're taking a closer look at the final moments of 5 world-famous celebrities whose deaths shocked millions. Their stories are heartbreaking, chilling, and unforgettable. 1. Heath Ledger, the Joker's last curtain call. Heath Ledger was only 28 years old when he tragically died from an accidental overdose in January 2008. Known for his unforgettable role as the Joker in The Dark Knight, Heath was at the peak of his career. But behind the scenes, he struggled with insomnia and prescription medications. On his last night, Heath was in his Manhattan apartment. Friends later revealed he had complained about not being able to sleep. The housekeeper and his masseuse found him unresponsive the next day. The chilling part? His script notes for future roles were still scattered across the room. His last hours remind us how fragile life is, even for the most talented stars. 2. Whitney Houston, the voice silenced in a hotel bathtub. Whitney Houston, one of the greatest singers of all time, passed away in 2012 at just 48 years old. Her final hours were spent at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles, preparing for a party. She was seen laughing, mingling, and seemingly in good spirits, but the truth was darker. She retreated to her room, and just hours later she was found lifeless in the bathtub. Traces of drugs and alcohol were discovered in her system. Friends who had spoken to her just before said she had sounded tired, but okay. The contrast between her lively appearance and her sudden death made her final moments even more haunting. 3. Paul Walker, the Fast and Furious Tragedy. Paul Walker's death in 2013 shocked the entire world. Known for his role in the Fast and Furious franchise, Paul was a passenger in a high-speed Porsche Carrera GT when tragedy struck. His final moments were spent attending a charity event for his disaster relief organization. Smiling, taking photos, and chatting with fans, Paul got into the car with his friend Roger Rodas. Just minutes later, the car crashed, killing both instantly. Fans still visit the crash site today, leaving flowers and tributes. What makes it chilling is that Paul's last moments were so ordinary, filled with kindness and laughter, before the unthinkable happened. 4. Michael Jackson, the King of Pop's final rehearsal. Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, died in 2009 at the age of 50. His final hours were a mix of preparation and tragedy. Michael had been rehearsing for his This Is It tour, an event meant to mark his big comeback. On his last night, he performed passionately during rehearsals, even receiving a standing ovation from his crew. But later that evening, his physician administered powerful sedatives to help him sleep. By the morning, Michael was unresponsive. His death was later ruled a homicide caused by acute propofol intoxication. The haunting image of his final rehearsal, full of energy and life, is a chilling contrast to what followed hours later. 5. Marilyn Monroe, the mystery of her last night. Marilyn Monroe's death in 1962 remains one of Hollywood's greatest mysteries. Officially ruled a probable suicide by overdose, her last moments are surrounded by speculation and conspiracy theories. On her final evening, Marilyn spoke to friends on the phone, reportedly sounding tired but not distressed. She was later found unresponsive in her Los Angeles home, holding the telephone receiver in her hand. Some believe her death was a cover-up involving powerful figures she was connected to at the time. Whether suicide, accident, or conspiracy, Marilyn's final hours remain one of the most debated mysteries in Hollywood history. The final moments of these celebrities remind us that fame and fortune cannot protect anyone from tragedy. Behind the lights, the cameras, and the fame, they were human, fragile and vulnerable just like us. Their stories serve as haunting reminders of how unpredictable and fragile life can be.